It's okay if you're not finished, but I would like you not to get up to throw things away because all of the movement in the room is distracting for everybody else. Please do not walk that way. So I'm going to ask you all to sit down. You should not be working on writing your essay right now. Your focus should be up here on the screen. If you find, Ron, that you cannot focus on the screen and that your computer is too distracting, close the lid. All right, so one of the biggest challenges when we write an essay is meeting the rubric element that talks about cohesiveness. That's a big word, but basically being cohesive, we'll do that afterwards. Being cohesive means that it sticks together. All right, if you're from up north like I am, when you make a snowball, you compact it so it sticks together. All right, for you that are from the south and have never played in snow before, think about a meatball. All right, when you are, the meatball does not fall apart. You have to actually cut it, right? It holds together. And so that last sentence in our body paragraph is that piece that is going to hold your whole essay together. All right, and I wanted to give you some extra practice on that connecting sentence, not on your essay, but with our practice here that I have. So I've created this document, and I will upload it to Teams so you can look at it again if it's something that you continue to struggle with. I know it's sometimes very difficult to do, but I did want to give you some practice. I think some of you are ready to go ahead and do that. Close this. So let's take a look. This is what you see on your checklist. At the very bottom of the body paragraph, eyes are up here. You see it says, restate the main idea and connect it to the thesis. I get a lot of questions. What does that mean? How do I do that? Okay? And basically, the final sentence in your body paragraph should contain the important words in your thesis and your main idea. What I'm seeing from a lot of you is that you know you're supposed to do something there. Okay, I'm going to ask you to stop with the paper. If you're eating a snack right now and it is in some kind of a bag, put it down. When we're done the lesson, you can keep on eating, because all I can hear is rustling paper. All right, so when we think about that, what I'm seeing is that a lot of you know that you're supposed to do a connecting sentence. You know that you're supposed to do that, and you're trying to do that, but what ends up happening is you either just repeat the main idea, or you just repeat the thesis, or you repeat both of them and put a comma in between. All right? So the good news is that you know you're supposed to put something there, but it's still awkward, and we can work on making it more smooth. So some of the things you need to ask yourself: what is the relationship between my main idea and my thesis? How are they related? Remember, you chose, the thesis was probably chosen for you because of the writing prompt, but you chose your main idea sentences to explain that thesis. All right? So they are connected in some way. Let's look at the example. All right? The example questions that you could ask yourself. Is this a cause and effect relationship? Is this a problem and solution relationship? Is this one of the ways? So if your thesis statement was something like in several ways or in many ways, was your main idea one of the ways that that happened? Okay? So let's look at an example here. In the middle column, this is our thesis statement. The thesis statement for this essay was, volcanoes impact people's lives in many ways. the main idea of that body paragraph was erupting volcanoes are destructive. Who can tell me what destructive means? Rin?
Like, they can risk people's lives and they can tear things down.
Okay, that's a good place to start. Jonah, can you build on that definition?
Causing a lot of damage.
Causing a lot of damage. Noah Heck?
Breaking things.
Breaking things, destroying things, right? Destruction, destroy. All right, both the same kind of word, vocabulary word. All right, so we have to kind of ask ourselves first, how are these related? Okay, so if we look at the thesis statement, it has that many ways, right? And the fact that the erupting volcanoes are destructive is one of the ways it can impact your life. What are some of the things that a volcano could destroy? What are some of the things that a volcano could destroy that would impact your life? Nyla? Your house? Victoria?
Like,
Your
your car.
car? Something else, Jonah?
The school.
The school? Something else, Emily?
Where you work.
Where you work. Okay, so we can see very easily that this is one of the ways, all right, that you could also make it a cause and effect relationship if you wanted to, okay? Erupting volcanoes can destroy or cause destruction on the things that you need, okay? So in the sample here, this would be a good connecting sentence that would kind of tie these two together, making one sentence, all right, that shows how they're connected. Remember what we're trying to do. Restate the main idea and connect it to the thesis. So the connecting sentence might be, erupting volcanoes can cause devastating property losses, impacting the lives of families, communities, and entire towns. So, impacting people's lives, is that there in the sentence? Thumbs up if you see it. Okay. Being destructive, erupting volcanoes being destructive. Do you see that in that connecting sentence? Okay, good. All right, so I think we can see it, obviously, when somebody else does it, and it's a sample, but we need more practice in doing it on our own. So I wanted to give you this example here. In this example, the thesis statement for the essay was, wild animals affect the lives of humans every day. And the main idea for that body paragraph was, squirrels are causing power outages. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to turn and talk to your shoulder partner. And you might have to move to get to somebody. What could you write as a connecting sentence with this as a thesis statement and this as a main idea? Go ahead and turn and talk.
Okay.
I don't know what you're doing.
Squirrels affect today's
Okay, let me bring you back here for a second. Can I just remind you guys, I understand that some of you are behind on your writing, but now is not the time to work on your essay. Now is the time to practice the skill, because the skill is important. If you're working on your essay trying to catch up and you don't learn the skill, then you're still going to be behind, but in a different way. Okay? All right, so who would like to share their sentence? Who would like to share their sentence? Emily?
Squirrels affect their daily life, or humans' daily lives in negative ways.
Okay. I see that the word squirrels is there, but that's the only word I see from the main idea. And when I think about what's important, what words are important, squirrels definitely is, right? But the power outages are pretty important too. And I think that maybe we need to have that in our sentence as well. So if you had power outages in your sentence, okay, Victoria, would you share?
Squirrels cause power outages, which can affect the lives of people every day.
Okay, which can affect the lives of people every day. And notice that cause and effect relationship. Definitely if you were trying to do your homework on the computer and the power went out and the computer wasn't working, or you were playing your video game and the power went out, all right, that would disrupt your life, right? That would affect your life. Okay. All right, let's practice another one. All right, in this essay, the thesis was dogs help people in many ways. And the main idea was therapy dogs help students who are disabled. Okay, so remember some of the steps that you went through the first time. Identify the important words that need to be in a connecting sentence. Coming up with a way that will go together and flow together smoothly. All right, with the same partner, go ahead and turn and talk. Come up with a connecting sentence for this. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back together and share. All right, remember the criteria. The important words from each of these have to be somehow combined into a sentence that reads smoothly. And one of the things that we can do is think about what relationship, how are they related? All right, so Cheyenne, would you like to share the sentence that you and Carter came up with? Okay, so therapy dogs help people. All right, I'm wondering if you could say something like therapy dogs help people, especially students who are disabled, right? So that would be that. Who do you need? Yes, he's ready to go. Pack up. Leave your computer there, Shaylin. Someone will put it away for you. Shaylin, did you finish your quizzes?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay. If you come back after your appointment, please come and see me so you can finish it. If not, you'll finish it on Monday.
Should I pack up?
I don't know. Did Mom say? Mom doesn't know whether you're coming back or not. So I would say pack up as if you're not coming back. All right, so can we think of somebody have a different sentence you'd like to share? Emily?
Dogs help people in many ways, such as therapy dogs help students for
Okay. Did you have another one, Nyla?
Therapy dogs help disabled students
And other people in many ways, okay? So is this getting a little bit easier to do? Okay, so think about the strategy that you're learning to do on how to do this, okay? You're looking at the thesis statement and the main idea sentence. You're identifying the important words, and you're putting them together into one sentence that's going to build that cohesion. It's going to make it stick together. All right, let's try one more. All right, for this essay, this was an opinion essay. And the thesis for this essay was technology is a good idea. And the main idea for the body paragraph was technology can help students with their schoolwork. Okay. I'm just going to call on somebody who thinks that they can do this and put this together. Alexander?
Technology is a good idea because it can help students with their schoolwork.
Okay, technology is a good idea because it can help students with their schoolwork. Who has a different one? Noah Heck?
Technology helps people with like communicating.
Okay, but I'm not seeing communication in here. This isn't about communication. All right? What you're doing, okay, is you're just using your own background knowledge of technology. You're not using what is actually in the paragraph. So you need to be careful about that, because remember, you want to demonstrate to the person who's scoring your essay that you read the text and you're using the text to answer the questions. All right, somebody who hasn't shared yet. Dylan?
Students gain help from technology is a good idea with their schoolwork.
Okay, that's a little bit awkward to me. Okay, so you would want to kind of try to practice saying that. And if it sounds awkward to you, if it seems awkward to you, if it doesn't flow, then try putting the words in a different order. Okay, so Leo, you haven't shared yet. Go ahead, Leo.
Technology can help students
Okay, it's hard to do by yourself and on demand like that, but that's what you're going to have to do on your essay. All right, one more. Gustavo.
Technology is a good idea because in multiple ways it can help people, such as helping students with their schoolwork.
Okay, a little bit long, but yes, it's flowed well and you have the important words. Okay, so for the next, I'm only going to give you about 10 minutes to practice this in your essay. Remember, I said I extended the deadline to Monday. The instructions I've left the sub for Monday are to let you proofread your essay, edit, revise your essay if you need to revise anything, and edit it before you submit it. You're going to have probably about 45 minutes on Monday to work on it. But for the next 10 minutes, I just want you to look at your connecting sentences and work on those. And then we're going to come back and I will do a lesson for you on writing conclusions. If you already have your connecting sentences set, you can go ahead and write your conclusion. And when we come back in 10 minutes, you'll be able to look at your conclusion and see if you met the criteria. Question, Emily?
At the end, once we're done with the essay, are we going to use the editor to show our mistakes and fix them, or do you want us to not?
That's totally up to you. I think it would be a good exercise to do, to see how you did without, because we are still practicing and we are still learning. So definitely, if you turned the editor off, and I know a lot of you did because you just didn't want it to be there bothering you all the time, you can turn it on. I would say especially for those red underlines, which would be spelling errors. Question?
So what I did with the editor, I just finished each paragraph, and once I finished the paragraph, I just put on the editor and see how I did.
Okay, that's fine. All right, go ahead, Victoria. All right, go ahead and get started. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, and then we'll come back for our conclusion.